Hi, it's me, Kat, with Better Life with Kat, and today we're going to talk about people who work from home. So payroll lions working from home, how to manage that, and also people who are working shift work, like nurses who work 12-hour shift work. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Give me a couple of minutes, probably somewhere around 8, to say hello to everybody, and then we'll be in the meat, okay? All right. So Patrick Family Life, good afternoon. John Red Jacobson, hi. Sheen Bean, hello. Iora Katz, hello. Denise Latimer, good afternoon. Green Gables Homestead, hello. Lesnick Studio, Luba, hi. You work from home, this will be good for you. Polly Dolly, hi, great topic for you. Awesome. Sheen Bean, I need a schedule. I've been something for you all. Okay, good. Roxanne Wolf. Roxanne says, hi, Kat. Deb Cruz, hey, baby. Irene Hartwig, good afternoon. Looking forward to our chat. Yes, ma'am. Aren't you pretty? Tammy Moore, hey. Pam Hill, hello. Lisa Iao, hi from Canada. How cute. Charlene Favorite, so happy to see you. How are you? I'm good, thanks for asking. Dorisa Ryan from Flagstaff, Arizona. That's a beautiful place, Dorisa. You're beautiful too. Shelly K, hello with your cute little hat on. Melanie Mosikian, I guess. Melanie, hello. Iora, great topic for you too. Awesome. Claire Waddington, hi from Paris. Are you in Paris, Texas or Paris, France? We don't know. Delia Cerna, you finally caught me live. Awesome, I like your puppy. Sheen Bean, looking for you all day. I know, had things to do, I'm sorry. Judy Spiegel, in the car again, hubby driving. Hi, hubs. Emanuela Lakatusu, good evening. Here it's 10 p.m. Woof, we just barely made it. Erin Brewer, good name. Hi, Kat, great subject for me too. Good for you, I'm glad it's going to be helpful. Lisa Iao, she works from home as well. It's a cute picture. Yvonne Messer, hello, Kat. Hi, Yvonne. I see you there. You're so cute. H. Nelson, hi, Kat. Hi from Nevada. Love it. Roxy says, Dorisa, I'm in Flagstaff too. Oh, you guys, have coffee. Margot Gilpin, hi, Kat. Nuazudin Saeed. Hello, Kat. Catching you live for the first time. Your tips have been helping me a lot. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Nawazudin. Claire Waddington. Paris. Awesome. Love it. Tiffany Singleton. Hello from Las Vegas. Hi, Tiff. Got kids. You are saving my life. Love you, Kat. Michelle from Las Vegas. Hey, you Vegas girls. Y'all need to get together. Come see me, visit anytime. You know, I do love Las Vegas. Maybe I should. I've got 2 people out there that I know of. Gail Brown, good afternoon from Missouri. Hi, Gail, pretty picture. Life with Miss Clark. Jennifer in Southern California. Hi, Jennifer. So pretty. I love your long hair. Margot Gilpin, she works from home. JDK. Hi, Miss Kat, looking forward to this topic. Pat Fisher, hello from North Dakota. Brr. Angie Lee. Hi, Angie, with your pretty blonde hair. Got Kids said, first time catching you live too. Hey, you guys, if you're not familiar, I'd like you to put your name in so I can call you by name every time you make a comment if your title is not indicative of your name, okay? Tiffany Singleton, work from home and have 4 kids. Great, Tiff, I can help you. And you're beautiful too. I love it. Judy Spiegel, anyone else here in Northern Virginia? Oh, you girls. Angie Lee said her husband just noticed her shiny toilet. Dorisa Ryan, yay, Roxanne Wolf, Flagstaff is the best. I just love Kat. Okay, so that was not as long as I thought it would be. Let's see if I have any more. Nope. It's been 4 minutes, so let's get into the meat of this. And don't forget, if you like my videos and you like the subject matter, thumbs up. All right, so first we're going to talk about, Michelle says something. Hold on. Michelle works from home, homeschool, and is a full-time student in Florida. First time catching you live. Welcome, Michelle. Maria Catrices. Hello, Kat. You're a wonderful woman. Thank you for all your insight, Maria. Cedar Rapids. Awesome. Barb W. from New Jersey. When are you live? When are your live chats? It depends on my life and what's going on, and I apologize. I do the best I can. But thanks for asking. Got kids. I work from home and have 12 kids. 10 are still at home. And what's your name? Mother of many. My mother is one of 12. My mother-in-law is one of 12. So that makes it for a great family. Alicia Watt. Hi, Kat. First time catching you live. Always watch the newbies video. You already watched it. Great. And I love your picture with your funny kids. Kathleen Henson, hello from Seattle. Michelle, got kids as Michelle. Thanks, Michelle. Just put your name in every time so I can call you by your name. Holy moly, 12 kids. That's awesome, Claire says. All right, let's get to work. First, I'm going to talk about nursing schedules. Then I'm going to talk about working from home. So bear with me. Nursing schedules also apply to husbands who work weird shifts that maybe you're not working. So whatever, I worked for the railroad, they had weird shifts, but this nursing schedule thing is like 12 hours on the weekends, nothing on the weeks. And so the example she gave was 11 p.m. This is a person who had asked me specifically, 11 p.m. at night to 9 o'clock in the morning on the weekends, and then every other weekend 8 to 8. So basically it's 12 hours on, 12 hours off, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, right? And then the week off. So no matter what your shift is, figure out how many hours it is, and then what you can do with what's left. So normally a person is on 9 hours because they work 8 hours plus a lunch hour, so 9 hours. So you're 3 hours short. I know you have travel time and everything else, but if you worked a regular shift 5 days a week, you're 3 hours short on your work weekend. On the weekday, though, you've got a lot more time overall. So what you'll do is make yourself a schedule, just like when we talked about schedule blocking or scheduling your routines the other day. There's a video on that. And so you want to look at your times and say, okay, here's what I'm going to do. If I have to work 12 hours on Saturday and 12 hours on Sunday, that's only going to leave me 3 hours. This can take away 3 more hours than a regular working person has, and they can barely do anything. So, they can do a lot, but you can barely do anything. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to work, you're going to prepare before you go. You're going to work that 12-hour shift. When you come home, you're going to go to bed and sleep for 8 hours. Then, let's say it takes you a half hour to get home. So, and a half hour to get back to work. So it's going to leave you with 11 hours of your own time if it takes a half hour driving each way. And then it's going to take you another half hour to get ready. So that's leaving you with 10 hours. And of those 10 hours, 8 will be in the bed sleeping, and the rest will be eating, probably. Eating and cleaning up the lunch, the food. So during the weekend, if you work a schedule like that and you have a family, your husband has to take over and do routines. So share what the routines are, and your children, if they're old enough, what those routines are, what you'd like to have done. And then during the week, do your darndest to do your very best. Now that first day, you're going to come home and sleep again. And then you're going to try to go to bed again, sleep a short time, then wake up, and then try to go to bed at a normal time that night. And then the next morning, you're going to have a block of time a little bit that first day, even though you're going to be tired a little bit. Then you're going to have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 4 full days to do nice, normal, at-home stuff. Nice, normal, at-home stuff. So you're going to just do your morning routine, the kids' morning routines, the laundry routine, the paper routine, the after-dinner routine, the before-bed routines, and you're going to do your zone and your basic weekly plan. And you can do that in 4 days because we always take 5 days, but one of them is a free day. So it's going to work out for you. So that's it, okay? All right. So think of that no matter what kind of shift you work, because some people don't work weekends. They might just work strange shifts. Like I worked something called a split shift, where I worked 8 to 5 one day, 10 to 7 2 days. I can't remember the shift, but it was at night till 6 in the morning, whatever that was, 10 at night to 6 in the morning, 2 days. And that 10 to 6 was right in the middle, so it really messed things up. But you just have to look at your schedule and say, okay, realistically, what can I do? When do I have to sleep? When do I need to sleep? And you need to sleep. That's the number one thing you need to do, okay? So I hope that's helpful. That's how you work shift work. Okay, now we're going to switch, and we're going to go to working from home, okay? So if you work from home, and you're really working from home, you need to have dedicated time to work from home. You don't need to. It's a good idea to have a dedicated time to work from home, a schedule, just like we talked about when we were scheduling our routines, just like we talked about with a person who works shift work. Scheduling is critical. So whether your husband works from home or you work from home, if you're truly working from home, then you need time to totally devote yourself to that work without interruption or worry about your children. So if you have little ones, and there's no one to care for them, then you may have to hire someone, because I'm going to give you an example of something that's corporate that you could work from home. You can do like a call center work from home, but you can't have your babies around because they'll be picked up on the phone. People can hear that. You'll lose your job. You have to focus on the time that you're on the phone. So you can't have little ones running around. Somebody has to be watching them. If somebody falls and cuts their chin open, you can't get offline. You have to stay on the call. Right? Now that's an extreme example, but if you're working from home, of course that's the advantage, is that you can, if your child hurts himself, stop and take care of that. That's a priority. But if you have little kids, you're going to need somebody to watch them so you can do your work. Or if you only plan on working 2 hours a day, then you can work maybe after the children go to sleep, or maybe you can work while they're sleeping and a little bit in the afternoon while they're playing with their friends. I don't know, but you have to really be serious about how you're going to work from home. Are you seriously working from home, or are you just playing around? Because I know when I did Mary Kay for 7 years, there's a lot of playing around that you can do instead of seriously working. Even with no children in the house, you can go through paper all day long instead of really doing what you're supposed to do. Call your clients, place orders, set up parties, set up recruiting interviews. That's working. But you can also flip around and go take your time and do the weekly home blessing. And, I've done the same thing. So you have to be serious. If you're really working from home, it's not worth your time and effort if you're not taking it seriously, treating it like a job, having a work control journal where you know what you have to do this week, this month, this year, what you've accomplished, keep track of it, clean your desk before you get up at the end of the day, start with a fresh desk in the morning or whenever your assigned hours are for yourself. Have your coffee, have your water. You're not going to get up. You're going to stay there and be working. So that's how you work. Now, if you're homeschooling and working, and somebody said something, they were homeschooling, working, and something else. But let's just say you're working from home and you're homeschooling. Well, how long is your homeschooling schedule? So you're going to have to schedule it in. Okay, my kids are getting homeschooled from 9 in the morning to 12. Because you and I all know, anybody who's ever homeschooled or been around homeschooling knows it's not a full day like when they go to a school, because you're giving them personal tutelage or they're having personal care. They're not in a big giant classroom where everybody has to be answered first and everybody has to catch up or whatever. So let's say you're going to homeschool them from 9 to 12. I'm just giving you an example. You've done your morning routine and you've done your zone. You can do everything by 9 o'clock in the morning. You can. And then start schoolwork. And then at 12 o'clock, if that's when you want to start working, or 1 o'clock, then if your children are old enough to be on their own, then you can go and work from, let's say, 1 to 4. Maybe you only work a half a day at home. And then at 4 o'clock, you start dinner, and etc. Now, if you have to have appointments at night, then you have to have a spouse to help you take over. And if your children are little and you really have to work 4 hours in the day, you'll have to hire somebody out of the money you earn because you're seriously working to take care of your children. And that's my answer. So I hope this was helpful. I'm ready for your questions. Here we go. Tiffany Singleton. My oldest did his routines this morning and still has 20 minutes to kill before school. He was so excited, saying, "Mommy, I did everything on the list and don't have to leave yet." Isn't that a wonderful, wonderful lesson for him and for you and for all of us? Thanks for sharing that, Tiffany. Congratulations to him. Welcome, Rania Zico. I must have missed you. Mr. B is welcoming you too. That's my husband. He takes care of monitoring. Lesnick Studio. Luba says, I found out I am best at my work in the afternoon, so I plan for that. Excellent, Luba. That's working from home. I know you said you did. Okay, I know I've got more questions. Talk to me. Homeschooling, doing too much. What's going on? All of a sudden I have a bad connection, it says. I hope you're still getting me. I'm not getting your questions, though. No questions. Well, I'm assuming it's from the connection. I hope you can still hear me, but what I want you to do is really take what I say seriously. Claire Waddington said, yes, I need to do that. That's right, Claire. Aren't you pretty? You girls, y'all are just the prettiest, freshest faced group of little lions. I just love you. Any more questions? Nothing's coming through. Okay, well, I'm very sorry that the questions aren't coming through. There's something wrong with the connection. Oh, Michelle Koulis came through. My oldest is almost 17, and he's completely against any routine I impose. We homeschool, so he sleeps till 10, gets his work done by 2 or 3, and stays up till 1. Should I just ignore his timing? That's totally up to you, Michelle. If it doesn't interrupt your family and he's getting his work done and you're comfortable with those hours, that's fine. If you're not comfortable with those hours, then you have to instill the rules and make sure that they're kept. But sometimes you have to pick your battles. And the reason that children sleep so late when they're teenagers is because they stay up so late. So if you don't like them up late, if it's distracting to the family, then you can change that. But if you're happy, it doesn't matter. Okay? All right. Tiffany Singleton, it's so easy to get distracted while working from home. How do you not want to just clean all day and tuck and stick to your zones? Because you're going to have those as routines and on a schedule, and you're going to say, okay, I only deep clean when I'm in the zone, and that's only for 15 minutes or less. Because here's the thing. Here is the thing, Tiffany. We all want it all clean now, and we want it sparkling and perfect, but that's not true. That's not the real world, right? We're going to do this a little bit at a time, because if you overkill on your home cleaning, you will be so far behind on everything because you've hyper-focused on that, and then you'll be so exhausted from being hyper-focused on that, you won't want to touch it again. So I want you to only do the 15 minutes. Follow my very early morning videos. They come out at 6 o'clock or 6:30 I think it's 6 o'clock every morning. Mr. B, is it 6:30 or 5:30 or whatever? It's Eastern Standard Time in the very early morning. There's a video. It tells you exactly what to do every single day and how long to spend. So don't kill yourself doing these things, because if you do, you're going to be disappointed in yourself and in the system, because that's not the way it's designed to work. Okay, all of a sudden, all these things came in when my system failed, and now I'm having a hard time catching up. Let's say teens seem to need a different schedule. Yep. Tips for keeping my desk clean? Yes, ma'am. Clean your desk at the end of every time that you use it. All the way, clean it all the way. The tip is, you have to declutter it, which is throw away, give away, put away, and then put it away in 15-minute increments until it's all clean. And then every time you sit at your desk, before you get up, you have planned 5 minutes at the end of the time, so you don't work to the very end, and you do a real quick clean every single time. It's called completing the process. All right, I'm going to have to skip a lot of questions because there's so many, but I'm going to go down here to Rania. Any advice, please, Kat? Let me see, what did she ask? There are very critical, okay, there must be several from you, Rania. Hold on, let me go back. I've got a question. My teen girls have had a routine per se for a long time, so now I want them to do have not had. So now I want them to do their routines. I've just started sticking to my routines, although I am scatterbrained, okay? They are at a very critical stage in their studies and have extra tuition. I do things for them or go ballistic. Any advice, please, Kat? Okay, so here's what I suggest. Kids are never too old to start routines and never too busy to do routines. These routines, I understand tuition, I understand critical times in kids' studies, I understand college needs and SAT scores and all those things. The things you're asking them to do are 15 minutes a day. You're not asking them to do hard things. You're not asking them to carry the load of the house. You're asking them to carry their load, right? So you ask them to flush the toilet when they use it, right? So you ask them to take their dish to the dishwasher when they use it. Same principle. You ask them to pick up after themselves. Same principle. When you sit down somewhere and you leave something, please pick it up. But Rania, it's your job to inspect what you expect and to do that every single time. Somebody asked me, one of my Flylady babies sent me a text today and said, hey, yesterday, should I be inspecting what I expect every week, or do you think every day? And I said, twice a day, if not more, because she has 3 teenagers from just, finding that it's always a mess because she waits so long. So you can't wait. Your job as the mother is to go in there and say, you know what? And the other thing you can do with teenagers, girls especially, I had girls, so I can really relate to girls, is talk to them. Have a conversation with them. Be on their level for a little bit. Try to understand where they're coming from. Help them get their room clean. Sit on their bed and make suggestions, one thing at a time. So just, get the buy-in that they want a clean room, because most kids do. Kids love routine and they love cleanliness. They just don't know they love it until they get it there. And say, hey, let's get your room clean. I'm trying to get the whole house clean. I think you'll love this. Let me help you. And then you go in, I hope you have a good relationship with them. And then you go in there and you say, okay, here's the first thing. Pick all your clothes up off the floor. And then, or just pick up your blouses if it's just like with clothes. All right, that's good. And you just go through each thing one at a time until the room is clean. And then you teach them how to complete the process. Just like they have to complete the process at school, right? And just like at school, when they have to go from one subject to the next, they have to put those books away before they take out their next books, or go to the locker and put their things away and get the things out. It's the same thing. You can't be carrying all your books with you to every class and be doing your spelling, but your geometry in your lit class, right? So that's the same thing at home. It's one thing at a time. Put it away when you're done. You're overseeing that. You're the one, Rania. So I hope that helps. I've got loads and loads and loads of comments about that kind of stuff all through all my videos. So just keep watching, okay? All right, this is Jackie from Guy and Jackie. Hi, Kat. I'm happy I get to see you on live stream. I am on bag 3 of my donations. Awesome. Congratulations. Emanuela says, Lakatusu, Ruth, why don't you clean everything and leave only your plates? So, okay, I missed something. I must have missed something. I'm sorry. You're very welcome, Rania. I'm glad you enjoyed that information. I hope it was helpful. Let's see, Ruth, how do I do after dinner routines when my children eat about 5 or 6 p.m. but I don't eat until my husband gets back from work around 8. It makes my after dinner routine seem to go forever. Here's my suggestion, and I think this is probably what Ruth said. Make your meal, feed your children, help you in your husband's plates, put everything away, wash the pots, put the dishes in the dishwasher, and then when he comes home, warm the food up. Either in the oven, you can just keep it in the oven with an upside down cake plate over it, a little metal cake plate on warm, or you can put it in the fridge covered with cellophane and with Glad wrap, and then when he comes home, zap your food and his food in the microwave. And if you had a cold salad, you can add it at that point. So you're only going to have your 2 plates, your 2 forks, your 2 knives, your 2 spoons, your 2 glasses to put in the dishwasher. Okay? All right. Any more questions? Any questions about payroll or about working the nurse's shift or any kind of shift like that? Okay. This is Ruth thanking Emanuela. My children eat different things as they have their main meal at school, so I'm usually cooking 2 meals. Oh, Ruth. That needs to stop. You are not a short order cook. That needs to stop. There's no rule that they can't eat 2 main meals. They just don't eat big meals. There's no rule that you can't eat a hearty meal at dinner time if you had a hearty meal at lunch. Just have a smaller one, right? So if you're having Swedish meatballs, instead of 4 Swedish meatballs, they can eat 2. Instead of a whole potato, they can eat a half a potato. Don't cook 2 different meals for your family for one meal. Don't do that. That is not loving yourself. Just saying. Okay. All right. I think we're done. It looks like we're having no more questions. Good evening, Carol Benny. I'm glad you're here. On the days I'm decluttering, I make oven-ready pot pies. Ooh, I love this. Where's this going? And canned veggies. That way I'm only decluttering. Go, Jackie. I love it. Trina says she loves the slow cooker. That's another great one. And you can even use those little bags to line the slow cooker so it's even easy to clean up. Cape Crusader. That I'm not going to read. Ruth Delaney, thank you. You're welcome. I'm so glad. I hope you don't ever take offense. I only mean this in a loving way, okay? All right, girls, that's it for today. Doesn't look like we have a lot of people. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. I love you so much, and I really, really know that you're doing so well, and slowly but surely, Oh, Mr. B says we just hit 300 subscribers on our Kat and Mr. B channel, and we're sorry we haven't made any videos on that for a while. We've been just unable to do so, but we're getting ready to. I may make one on Mr. B repairing the, you may not like it, but repairing the disposal. And then I'm going to do one on pumpkin latte. I'm back on the keto bandwagon, so I'm going to be doing some of those things. So thumbs up for all of you. You're very welcome. I'm so happy to encourage you. I feel the love, I do, and I hope you feel the love from me as well. I think you're fantastic. You're wonderful. You give each of you give each other such great feedback, and the way you receive the feedback that I give you is so, I don't know, it's just so great. You know, you guys, you don't buck up. You just, you know, you don't say, oh, no, I'm not doing that. You say, thank you. And it's just so refreshing to have such a grand, fabulous group of people. And I just love you with all my heart. So have a fabulous day. Remember that you are beautiful. Bye-bye.